get the layup to go. That's a $10 move with a 10-cent finish. Martin Kitongo has been playing in this league forever. Like, he's been in this league almost for like 20-something years. He was joking around with me that he'll be playing till he's in a wheelchair. And with the way his knees and ankles are wrapped, you're wondering. Timothy Ayeko has been going to the line, but his percentage has been a bit subpar. As he gets the second one to drop, he must have heard me. I'm sorry, Timothy. I publicly apologize. Tobias Onyango. Toby Onyango is like the Energizer Bunny. He just has these bursts of energy and he goes. Frank Widjas up to Job Byron. Job Byron, he sees the lane opening. Beautiful fake, doesn't get it to go. Again, another beautiful move, and they are not able to finish. And we have Joe Byron at the line. He gets the first one to go. Joe Byron, another veteran of this league. He played for Nairobi Aviation, played for Cooperative, played for... now he found his way to KPA as he rattles in the second one. The basketball gods answered his prayer. 3. And they get nothing but air as Job Byron takes over point guard duties, brings up to Gary Wekesa, who had the hot start in the first quarter, scored the first 8 points for KPA and has gone a bit silent ever since. Toby Onyango brings it out as KPA maintain their 13-point lead. Nice denial to entry pass. Gary Wekesa comes up empty as Strathmore Scoja leaks out for the huge layup. They really need to do a better job of protecting the fast break lanes, because Scoja has been leaking out since game 1. Every chance he gets, he just runs the floor and he gets rewarded. Tobias Onyango looking to put the moves almost with a turnover. Go to Job Byron. Job Byron with the hard drive. He maintains his pivot foot, turn around, flips it up, flips it in with a quick response. As I mentioned, Job Byron, a seasoned veteran of this league. Big shout out to Job Byron, another player who has been able to maintain his athleticism over all these years. Ball into Timothy Ayeko, looking to muscle his way. Job Byron gets called for the reach-in foul. Towards the ref. Martin Kitongo out to Sila. Sila wide open, takes the shot, and he moved before the ball. He gets called for a travel violation. Dennis Koja out to Gabriel Menya, almost causes a turnover. Gabriel Menya wide open with a high arcing 3. It doesn't get it to drop. The rebound Strathmore, put it back up, get nothing but air, and Martin Kitongo comes down with the rebound. Sila pushes the ball out to Frank Widjas. Frank Widjas, he kills the possession. Go to Perez Adala. Perez Adala, a jab step, drive, turn, kick out to Sila. Shot clock is at 6. Sila looking for the entry pass, doesn't get it to go, and they end up with a turnover. I think Sila was more concerned with passing than even looking for his own opportunity to score. I felt he had an open lane to the drive or for the pull-up J, but he decided to turn the ball over instead. Have a substitution as Jack Waweru, who is about to check back in. Strathmore Blades are not playing with the energy and the urgency of a team that is trailing the series, and no team wants to go down 2-0 in a series. Timothy Ayeko with the drop-off to Gab Menya with a tough pull-up J, doesn't get it to go, and it's a battle down there, and Perez Adala, he knocks it out of bounds. Better safe than sorry. Man, that was a physical possession. in the paint. Gabmenya inbounds it. Deep three. Doesn't get it to go. Gabmenya at the right place, and he gets blocked by Gary Wekesa. He had no idea that Gary was behind him, and that was awesome heads-up play by Gary. He's off the races, goes to his favored Euro step, and gets it to drop in. Gary Wekesa has been a beast in transition, and he's been doing that since the first quarter. Man, Gary Wekesa is having himself a game today. He steps off the screen. Jack Waweru with a fake comes up with an air ball. Listen, when you're playing against a team like KPA and you're Strathmore, it's very physical down there. Sila carelessly turns the ball over as Frank Widgers brings the ball over. And we have 4 seconds left. Oh, a foul by Jack Waweru, a very unnecessary foul. Frank Widgers was going away from the basket. You have 3 seconds on the clock. Just let him go wherever he's going. That was not a wise play, and KPA retained possession. Perez Adala with a shot as we come to the end of the third quarter. KPA are leading 45-57. Jack Waweru with the three. Doesn't get it to go to begin the quarter. Martin Kitongo with a number of pivot moves to shake his defender. Out to Gary Wekesa, who holds it up, and he gets trapped up. Martin Kitongo was trailing, is able to come up with it. Ball out to Toby. Toby trying to put moves on Gabmenya, and he's off to the runs. And he throws up a prayer, it's not answered. Gary Wekesa comes down with it. Because of that shot, it did not hit the rim, the shot clock did not reset, and Tobias Onyango was not aware of that. Strathmore come up with the possession. Gabmenya looking to work the angles, doesn't get it. They switch right back. Jack Waweru against Job Byron, trying to muscle his way. Koja with the drive, and the foul on Benjamin Muga. Benjamin Muga was late on the rotation. Scores are 47 ups. called for a travel right there. KPA should not get too comfortable with a 10-point lead. A 10-point lead can evaporate in 3 possessions. Gab Menya against Toby Onyango, kicks it out to Timothy Ayeko, who's against Martin Kitongo. Gab Menya against Toby Onyango. Toby Onyango, some good solid defense, a lot of bump and grind, and Gab Menya is called for the offensive foul as he tries to use his shoulder to run through Toby. Very good job by Toby of standing his ground and coming up with the possession for KPA. It's amazing to see how much Toby has grown over the years, and he puts in a lot of work. He's one of the hardest workers I know out there, constantly training and improving his craft. Toby Onyango with a high arcing jumper, doesn't get it to go. Timothy Ayeko brings it down out to Knbl, back to Timothy Ayeko. Timothy Ayeko holds it to Knbl. Knbl out to Jack Waweru. Jack Waweru is quickly closed off and he throws it away. Good smothering defense by KPA, but now they definitely need to get a score on the other end. Job drives all the way in, he flips it up, doesn't get it to fall, goes out to Koja to Timothy Ayeko. He runs into Martin Kitongo, who takes one for the team, and KPA come up with a possession. Martin Kitongo seems to be in some sort of pain, and after getting that head-on collision, I think the medical staff will have to rush on to court. He seems to be bleeding because he took a hit right on from Timothy Ayeko. Yes, there's definitely blood gushing out from Martin Kitongo. That's not something that you want to see. And the KPA medical staff are right on scene to work on it. Hopefully that will be the first and the last time any medical team will have to step on court. As Martin Kitongo is being worked on, scores are still 47-57. It's a very good show of sportsmanship by the Strathmore University medical doctor also, who is on site to assist. That is the beauty of sports. Also shout out, thank you Christopher Okwiri for taking up temporary cleaning duties to wipe away any evidence of the crime scene.
The top game of the day today, we have the game between KPA and Strathmore for at 2 p.m. That game ended KPA lead the best of 5, 7-2. KPA will be played on Saturday, 29th of June in Makane, Mombasa. Yeah. And then the fourth game of play was at 4 p.m. The game between Jesus Parks and EDP Bank Hawks. EDP Bank won at the 69, Jesus 59. EDP Bank tied the series 1-1. Game 3 between EDP Bank Hawks and Jesus will be on Friday night next week at 6 p.m. Game currently going on. Game 2, KPA 57 or 47. Then we have the final game organized coming in about 10 minutes. This will be game 2. Game 3 between Nairobi City Thunder and Knbl due on video Friday. This coming Friday at 8 p.m.
Ball is inbounded to Toby Onyango. Toby Onyango out to Job Byron with a double high pick. Goes to Perez Adala. Toby Onyango out to Gary Wekesa, who sees an opening and drives, hangs, shoots, misses. Timothy Ayeko with a rebound. He's fouled by Perez Adala. Dennis Koja brings the ball up, out to Knbl. Knbl to Oscar. Oscar tries to drive, floats it up, misses. It is rebounded by Job Byron, kicks it out to Benjamin Muga, who holds it up to wait for his team. Kicks it out to Toby Onyango, who calls for a pick from Job Byron, and he gets it. Job Byron does not duck down, instead stays up, hands it off to Benjamin. Benjamin looking to put the moves with a tough running floater, misses it. Knbl is there, but Gary Wekesa is right there, and he does it just enough, and an over-the-top foul by Dennis Koja. Good job by Gary Wekesa for stopping the transition basket. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is game 2 of a best-of-5 series. It's the semis of the KBF of the Kenya National Basketball League playoffs. This particular broadcast has been brought to you by Foul and One in conjunction with KBF. The next broadcast will be brought to you courtesy of Twende or Nairobi City Thunder in conjunction with Foul and One and KBF. Koja with a huge rebound. He kicks it out to Knbl. Knbl to Timothy Ayeko. He goes charging and he hits yet another person, as Job Byron also seems to be clutching his head. Timothy Ayeko gets almost a second casualty to his name. Hopefully this will not turn into a game of the bandages as the previous one that KP had to endure. Timothy Ayeko with some very strong physical drives. Gary Wekesa trying to put the moves, maintains his pivot. Toby Onyango with a contested 3, doesn't get it to go. Timothy Ayeko with a rebound. Timothy Ayeko is a very strong physical player, and every team needs to have somebody like him. Hand over to Oscar. Oscar looking to turn the corner, doesn't. And the ball goes out of bounds, and Strathmore retained possession. Toby with some nice tough physical defense on Oscar. Jack Waweru with a tough baseline fadeaway jumper as he tries to plead his case to the referee, who will hear nothing of it, as KPA get the possession. Toby Onyango against Oscar. He's calling for the play that they love called horns. It's deflected backward as Toby sees the lane opening, kicks it out to an open Gary Wekesa in the corner. Gary Wekesa misses the 3. Jack Waweru comes down with it, and Strathmore retained possession. Kicked out to Oscar. Oscar to Koja. Koja back to Oscar, wide open, steps into a 3, and he misses everything. Comes up with nothing but air. Gary Wekesa comes out with it and turns it over. Oh my God, Gary Wekesa should have just passed that ball. Toby took the hit, nonetheless Knbl scored. As they put some pressure in, as Toby gets across. Toby looks winded right now. Toby looks totally gassed. Another steal, another turnover by Gary Wekesa. Toby at the right place, at the right time. Ball out to Benjamin Muga, who goes up against Koja. Kicks out to Gary Wekesa, who holds it, who waits for his teammates, as Knbl gets overly aggressive, unnecessarily aggressive on that particular play. And KPA call for a timeout. Far as Adala, out to Benjamin Muga with the hacking. A pass doesn't get to go. Shivachi with the fake, with the turn. Sila out, drives, shoots, misses. The ball goes everywhere. Oscar is able to come down with it as he goes off to the races. And a foul by Benjamin Muga. That is not. There was some off the ball action happening between Oscar and Sila as Oscar is trying to prove a point without the basketball. For a jumper, doesn't get it to fall. Benjamin Muga comes down to the rebound and he's off to the races. And he crosses over. Knbl kicks it out to Shivachi. Shivachi with the jumper. Shivachi doesn't get it to go. The rebound comes down to Oscar as he brings it up. Oscar is in no man's land, but he gets it out to Ken. Ken to Timothy. Timothy with another drive. Kicks it out to Koja. Koja with a lovely drop. And Oscar doesn't get to fall. And the referee has blown for something. That was kind of a late whistle. But the referee was at the angle to make the call. So it sends Oscar to the line. Even Brian Shivachi is wondering what happened, because that was a very late whistle right there. Who has been relatively quiet since that three-pointer hit, and he has hit the first free throw. KPA have gone into a scoring drought of some kind. Let's see whether they'll be able to change it. And it is now a 6-point game. As Sila brings it up, calls for a high pick from Brian Shivachi. David Sila with a tough drive, and he had nowhere to go. And KPA come up empty yet again. Jack Waweru is off the races, and he goes up strong, and he gets it to go in somehow. Jack Waweru with a tough finish. What a move by Jack Waweru. And Strathmore have gotten right back into this game. They have now made it a 4-point game, and they had a 13-point lead. Strathmore right back into it, and Theo calls an offensive foul against Brian Shivachi, and the energy is right back into this building. Oh my God. Listen, I said it. A 10-point lead can evaporate in a second. And that is what has happened. KPA now up by only 4 points. Man, we have a game on our hands. Strathmore refusing to go down without a fight. And that's what you want to see in a We have 3 minutes 19 seconds left on the clock, and Strathmore have fought. They have pushed, they have shoved, they have elbowed, they have clawed their way back into this game with nothing but grit and energy and passion. It's now a 4-point game with 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go and counting. Gary Wekesa on Knbl. Knbl, the ball comes into Jack Waweru, looking to move the moves on Faiz Adala. Nice tough move, doesn't get it to fall. Jack Waweru with his own rebound, and he puts it up and he puts it in. And it's now a 2-point game. It's a 2-point game, ladies and gentlemen. We have a game on our hands. I told you, don't give Strathmore room to breathe. Gary Wekesa out to Brian Shivachi. Brian Shivachi with the baseline move with the reverse. Layup doesn't go. Strathmore with a contested 3, doesn't get it to go. And Strathmore should just take the easy shots. They should work something out. They turn it over. Jack Waweru into Timothy Ayeko. Oh man, I felt like Jack Waweru should have gone up for the shot. He was in a position to put up a jumper, floater, something of the sort. Timothy Ayeko was not in a position, and he did not expect that pass. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game on our hands. Ball into Faiz Adala. Point game with under 2 minutes. Jack Waweru, he needed to calm down. He had the first move on Faiz Adala, but then he did a bit too much. This is where experience comes into play. Can Strathmore University complete the comeback? Can KPA show the experience and close it out? A lot of possession, a lot of contact over there. The refs